Welcome back to Jamie's Adventures in Dirt 4. My name is Ricky, and today we're going to finish up the 2000s Cup. We'll be heading to Spain, which, as I have made abundantly clear, I think sucks. I'm sure the real Spain is very lovely. I've never been there. But the Dirt 4 world of Spain, at least in the rally elements of it, is awful, terrible, awful nightmare stuff. So we've already done the first stage, and we're in first place, which is great for heading into the next three. However, just because we win the first one doesn't mean something terrible will happen. It is, after all, Spain.
Hey, it's not pretty, but it works. Let's go.
I mean, it looks much better than... I mean, that's... I drive that around now. I mean, that looks like it's in pretty good shape.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So...
Left 5. Right 5.
It's raining, which is not fun. It's, I guess it's kind of dusk.
Left 1.
Because it's,
Right 4 over crest.
it's dark, but it's not pitch dark. The first stage took place in pitch dark. That was unpleasant. This is, still unpleasant, because, I mean, it's raining. Oh, and of course there's one of these, because why wouldn't there be?
Right 5 long.
Because it's Spain, and Spain sucks.
Left 5. Right 3.
So,
Hairpin left.
um,
And right
today, I want to talk about the future.
Left 6.
Specifically, I want to talk about Jamie's future.
Into left 1.
Because this is a conversation. No. I really got to be braking sooner. It is, after all, wet pavement.
And left 4. 60.
So Jamie and I had a conversation about her future.
And right 3.
You know, with all the stuff that happened with her sister, and okay. Oh, sweet! That is what you call a barrel roll. So I think, I'm really glad we did one.
Left 4 through
I mean,
keep right over crest.
how often do you get to see barrel rolls in video games?
Right 2.
Frequently? Probably. In Dirt 4? Probably not so much.
Long 60.
Okay, I don't like these cliffs.
Right 6.
I don't like the looks of them. Maggie, could you make the cliffs go away? No? Okay, are you out of them? No, we're not. Okay.
Into left 3 long.
Anyway, so with all the stuff that's been going on with Jamie's sister and her dad,
Left 4.
and all the stuff that's going on between them,
Right 1.
I think she's been thinking a lot about, you know, is she racing because she loves to drive and loves to race, or is she racing because she's good at it?
Open hairpin left.
You know, and I also think she's thinking a little bit about
And right 1 long.
a little bit about her legacy and what kind of legacy she's going to leave. And I think we all sort of think about that, regardless of whether or not you're 22 like Jamie is,
And
or
hairpin right.
you're,
Left 3.
you know, 31, or
Left
you're
6.
16 sitting in some classroom and you're just bored out of your mind in school, wondering
Into right 3 over
where your life's going to take you and what kind of impact you're going to leave on the world. And of course, Jamie's leaving a pretty good impact on at least the Dirt 4 world, trying to, at the very least, stamp out rudimentary sexism. You know, I mean, there are plenty of industries in our world that have serious issues with sexism and ageism and racism and all the isms and phobias and whatnot. But within the Dirt 4 world, it's much more confined to, it's much more rooted out. And so, you know, her taking a stand a while back against it really sort of rallied the troops, for lack of a better word. Forcing behavior and, oh my goodness, forcing change to behaviors and maybe increasing the vetting process for hires in the organization, stuff like that. So, I'm not worried, and I told her this, is that I'm not worried about her legacy. But the other thing that what she's really been wondering about, not so much about her legacy in regards to her future, but, you know, is she racing for the love of the game, I mean, you know, or is she racing because it's a paycheck? Is she competing because it makes her money? Sure. No, no. Ah. Come on, come on, come on.
Rank 1
Thank you.
long.
Well, Spain sucks. I may have mentioned that a couple of times. I don't really know.
Rank 1
Um,
long.
and you know, part of her, you know, her father told her that he always wanted to be a mechanic. Always.
Left 3 over crest.
From a kid. Loved cars, loved taking them apart. Well,
To right 6.
maybe not taking them
60.
apart at a
Right 4
young age, but he enjoyed
and open
learning how they
hairpin
work,
left.
how all the little individual components go together. You know, and I'm not even just talking about like the alternator and you know the engine and all that. I'm talking about like, you know, what goes into the alternator and what goes into the engine itself, the pistons and the valves and all the other car words that I vaguely know.
Into caution, left 4.
So
Medium right 3 over crest, deceptive.
he's been but
4.
she told me that she's not 100% certain
Right 6 over crest.
that this is true.
60.
That maybe he told her this so that way she might follow her dreams if she saw him follow, if she was seeing him follow his dreams. And now she's kind of wondering if maybe he's doing it. Like, it's not that he doesn't enjoy whatever we're talking about here. Not that he doesn't enjoy his job, but she's just wondering if is he doing it because he loves it, or is he doing it because he needed to get a job because he had 2 daughters, you know, or was planning to because he worked there before they were born. But you know what I mean.
Cool. Stage time's been confirmed. Good
No,
work.
not cool. Not cool. If you don't tell me it was amazing or awesome or the unbeatable, then it's never good. It's never a good result. See, fourth. It's weird that I'm getting angry about a 4th place finish, but I am.
Marshall's got nothing to report. Good luck out there.
Well, that's good. I mean, oh, but I didn't notice that we are. Rousseau is beating us, so it's okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Also, I added some new sponsors.
Right 1.
We had missed 2 sponsors, and I went in right after.
And left 4.
Or Jamie went and signed 2 new sponsors after the last event
Into
because
right 4.
money is important.
Into left 3 long opens. Into right 6.
But yeah, so she's been thinking a lot
Right
about.
Left 6.
Anyway,
and
so
hairpin
she's
right.
been wondering about whether or not her
And
father
left 3, 80.
is. I guess it's daytime now, but we still have the massive lights on the front of the car.
Right 6.
I guess because it's also incredibly
Open hairpin
cloudy.
right.
So
And left 4, 60. Left
yeah,
6. Into right 4 long.
But I think
tightness. Into left 4.
so I asked her
Right
what
3
brought
over
this
crest,
on,
deceptive.
more than just the conversation
Right
about,
6 over bump, 80.
more than just, you know, what had happened with her dad and her
60.
sister. And apparently,
Left 4 through dip.
one of the rally drivers that he looked. That's just a question mark.
4, don't cut.
That's not helpful.
And open hairpin left.
You want me to drive in a question mark shape? Because that seems like it's just.
One long.
Okay. I can't hear you. Becky, something is wrong with our connection.
And left 3.
Okay, there's people.
Junctions.
Hi, people. Something about past junctions. I don't like this. This has never happened before.
Into open hairpin right.
Because pretty soon it's going to cut in.
60.
Okay. It's going to cut in. They didn't want those signs. Spain sucks.
Don't cut.
So I don't mind knocking over some
Left
signs.
2 through dip.
Also, you know,
Into
it's not
left
real.
1, 80.
I mean,
Right 4.
you know what I mean. It's not tangible. That might be a better way to put it.
60. Right 6. Into open hairpin.
So,
Into left 80.
at least the signs are coming down
Right
now.
3.
But I don't, I'm never gonna have a clean stage.
And right 6.
So, yeah, so I asked her what brought it on, and apparently, one of the rally drivers that she looked up to as a kid,
And hairpin right.
um,
And
announced
left
that he
3.
was retiring from the sport. Now, she has never raced against him because he races in the top tier level, the stuff that she she can't get into yet because she's still in the lower level rally stuff. But he announced he was retiring. And he's only 37. Because he started young, in case you were wondering. And so, you know, when she was, 12, 10 years ago, he was 27 and he was at the top of his game, but he's walking away. And in his press conference, which I did not watch until after we had this conversation, but I did watch the press conference, he basically said he didn't love it anymore. He wished his team that literally they just put a new driver in there. Like, he still owns the team. He shifted it into the driving for team. Instead of him playing, instead of him being the driver, they're hiring drivers to drive under their banner, which is interesting. But she's not upset about that. Jamie's not upset about that, even though Jamie doesn't like driving for teams. Plenty of... Oh, okay. Too far. Thank you.
All right, that's done. Stage time. Standings have been recorded.
Well, that's bad. Okay, we are actively doing worse. I hate Spain so much.
I think the weather's closing in, so be aware it could change on stage.
That's not reassuring. That also, the way the car looks now is typically the way the car looks after, like she's like, it's fine. Crap. My finger slipped. Well, this has been lovely. But that's a 10-second penalty. My finger slipped off the B button, the handbrake button. Not great. You know what? It's not the end of the world. So we get a 10-second penalty. This has basically been a wash of an event anyway. I'm starting to wonder if Jamie's ready to move up, or if Ricky is ready to move up. For that matter. Me, ready to move on to the more advanced stuff. Which is coming up soon. Because at least it's not raining, he says. But Maggie did foreshadow that it would start raining, didn't she? Hopefully we got the wires worked out. But yeah, so So Jamie, after having a conversation with me, Witten actually called after kind of, I don't even sure I could call it a conversation. It was just more her telling me stuff. She contacted the oh crap. No! Fog. Can we stop for a second and go get those really heavy lights? Because I can't see far enough in front of me. We should cancel it. This is inclement weather. Normal people wouldn't want to drive in fog this thick. They literally recommend you not do that. See, that's what happens. Oh. Again, this whole thing's been a wash. It doesn't matter. Okay, I can't see. I can't see at all. I can't see anything at all now. Yeah. So anyway, so Jamie, yeah, so she talked to him. I don't really know how that conversation went because we haven't spoken since then about this. I'm really freaking out right now because of the whole fog thing and not being able to see, although it's lightened up a little bit. I can see a little bit better now. But I'm going to concentrate on driving, and we'll just talk about how awful and tense I feel right now. I feel like I'm playing a survival horror game or something. I really am, except I can't get a game over if I flip the car. Oh, it's clearing. Oh, it's clearing. This is the relief that I feel after I beat a boss in a survival horror game. When you defeat the final creepy little girl monster in Resident Evil 7 at the end of the game, Oh, it feels... yeah.
And
You
left
shoot that
one.
super powerful gun into the giant
Right 3.
manifestation of the
And line.
monster
Right
from
5.
Resident Evil 7. I'm not trying not to spoil Resident Evil 7 too much, but I guess it has been out for a while.
Left 6. And right 4. Through F80.
Anyway,
3.
so, like I said, we haven't talked much past that, but I don't know. I did tell her that she's 22 and didn't need to worry about this kind of stuff.
Into right 2.
Just have fun. You're far too young to be worried about this kind of stuff. It's way too adult.
60. Right
Even
5
if she is,
over
you know,
bump 80.
I mean, driving professionally.
Left 6 over bump.
You know, I said this was a wash.
Right 4. And left
I mean,
1
it is a
over
wash. There's no way
Right
I
6
can
over crest.
make up the 10-second
Left
penalty
3
we're going to
through
get
F40.
because my finger slipped off the
Crest.
controller.
Right 6. Left 6. Into
Although I don't know
right
how
4.
one slips off the
Right
handbrake.
into
So I can't even, like,
left
make it
4.
analogous to
Medium
something
right
that
3 over crest.
Jamie would have
Accepted.
done.
Left 6. 60. Right
Because
6.
you're holding down the handbrake.
Open
I guess your
right.
hand could slip
Into left
and
2.
put the handbrake
150.
into position.
Left
Maybe the
4.
handbrakes really, in rally cars are really, they're not as stiff as they are in
Right 6
actual
over crest. 60.
street cars.
Over finish. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down for the marshal.
Nope. No slowing down for the marshal. Gonna break the car in the process. Do more. Ugh. Oh well. Spain sucks. It's fine.
Hey, great work. We finished in the top 5 of the class.
Well, that's good news, but we consistently did worse every single stage, so... Hey, look at that! We didn't do worse this time. We only came in 5th in the stage. Championship standings 3rd, that's whatever. Event standings 3rd, that's about right. 14-second penalty. Oh. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks so much. We would have finished... Oh. Well, who knows where we would have finished, to be honest with you. Because that 10-second penalty set the tone for that. Also, the fog sucked. All right, let's get cheering for 3rd place. Woo, 3rd place. Yeah, that's about right. So much for all the money. Hey, look at that. Corella gave us 9,000 DiRT4 credits, or whatever they are. So that was the 2000s Cup. We didn't do too bad. We came in 3rd overall. I think that's pretty good. I think that deserves at least a little bit of a celebration. But this has been Jamie's Adventures in DiRT4. Thank you for watching. Come back soon for more DiRT4.